welcome back to Chargestone Cave. Last time, that happened. Damn you, Lilligant! Yeah, that was actually 2 ace trainers in a row, but yeah, those ace trainers could be nasty, and wild Pokemon's still showing up. Hopefully, yeah, this part will see the end of Chargestone Cave. Finally! Wow, it's been 3 parts, and longer than an hour, seriously. That's just ridiculous. This is probably the only quote-unquote long cave in Black and White, and I'm desperately going to need to at least revive my Smoke Ball user, just so that I don't get mauled by wild Pokemon as I try and run around here. Now, there's still one more thing to check on this floor. So if we go around here, there might be a hidden item. Yep, right there. Paralyze heal. Alright. And up here, we have... Oh! Are you telling me that I went through all that just for... pure evil? Oh! I hate this floor! This floor is evil. This floor is pure evil. This floor is even worse than the Team Plasma floor. Seriously. This evil is this floor. Let's get out of here. Just a few more wild Pokemon encounters and... Really? Wild Pokemon battle right before the stairs. Are you freaking serious? I hate this floor! Oh... Get me out of here. I never want to come back here again. I don't have to, actually, so that's good. On another note, this next few minutes I spent hunting for a Clink. And 5 minutes later... Here it is, level 27 Clink, the very last thing I need to pick up in this cave. I actually lied. There is one more thing we need to get, but I didn't realize that until later. I really should have picked it up at this point, but okay, this is good. This thing has Gear Grind right off the bat. Gear Grind is a pretty decent move for a starting one. It always hits 2 times, and it's a Steel move. Steel isn't the best attacking type, but it's actually pretty decent on this thing with stats. Granted, you know, Clink learns basically no moves. It has one of the most abysmally shallow move pools of any Pokemon in existence. It's really, really sad. In fact, they felt sorry for it and actually expanded its move pool slightly in Black and White too, at least giving it a Wild Charge, I believe it was. The problem is, it's got really good stats. I mean, its fully evolved form has really, really good stats. And a great boosting move. Raises speed by 2 stages and attack by 1. It would be amazing were it not for the fact that it's got an awful move pool. So yeah, that talk about rebounding from the other gears without meshing is a reference to the fact they have the plus or minus abilities. The first Pokemon since Plusle and Minun to have them, except Ampharos, also got that ability out of Dreamworld at the same time. And of course, I am going to name this one... I actually had to check where I'd spelled it right. I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, tell me I wasn't the only one immediately thinking of this when I heard this thing's English name. Anyway, yeah, I was actually a little iffy on how to spell this thing. I was at least better at German than I was at French, but, I haven't done German in a long time, so, yeah. And now I can do something I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time, if I can find it. Where are you? Where are you? X attack. There we go. I can finally use repels. Oh, such a relief. Okay, we probably won't have to worry about wild Pokemon in here ever again, and I do not want to switch Red-Eye to the front of the party, because if that's the case, then I will have to worry about wild Pokemon, because some of them will be out-leveling him. Yeah, Repel only keeps away wild Pokemon less than the level of the lead of your party. Equal to or higher will still show up, so you gotta watch for that. Later on, I actually realized that this could be used as a trick to find Pokemon of a specific level more easily. I really wish I'd figured that out now, because I could have just... Anyway, I'll talk about that later. First, scientist. Surprisingly over-the-top scientist as well. I love this guy. That's a weird name, though. I mean no offense to anyone who has that name in real life. Oh, hey, just as I was talking about it. Oh, sure, I finally find a level 27 Clink, and you send out one even higher level. And I definitely want to get Avalanche out of here. Yeah, you may have been the hero of that previous Ace Trainer battle, but Gear Grind is going to be painful with that weakness. One of the few things that actually is weak to Steel. Oh, die hit. For the AI, that's a pretty big deal. You are going to be critically... You are going to be critically me off every single Gear Grind hit, aren't you? Come on, burn. And no burn. Oh, hey, and you missed. Yeah, Gear Grind doesn't actually have perfect accuracy, but it tends to hit pretty hard when it does hit. It's one of those fixed two-turn hitting moves, like double hits and Boomerang, and I'm not sure if there are any else. There probably is at least one other one, but anyway. They're all decent sub-breakers. Most of them work best with Technician, except for Boomerang, which, wow, I just realized Boomerang would actually get a Technician boost, if possible, if something with Technician actually got it. I never realized that before. Wow, Technician Boomerang would be ridiculous. I am kinda glad nothing with Technician gets it. Anyway, now last time we checked, there was an item here that we couldn't get due to this thingy being in the way. It's actually right on the spot where that crystal was, and we get a Max Potion. That's not going to be useful until much, much later on, because at this point, Hyper Potions are pretty much going to fully restore your HP anyway. In fact, not even till... Even during the Elite Four, I'm pretty sure Hyper Potions are basically full heals anyway, so... At this point, Lemonades are practically full heals, so yeah, we don't really need to bother with that Max Potion for quite some time. If you're so inclined, you can even try and sell it for cash. Now, see that right-hand fork of that path there? Don't go there until you're ready, trust me. Yep, a long cave obviously has to have a boss fight at the end, and we can pretty much tell what it's going to be. But for now, one more Ace Trainer. Yeah, Ace Trainers can get pretty difficult. Hopefully though... Oh yeah, there was one with a Lilligant before, now we've got one with a Whimsicott. Whimsicott is nowhere near as irritating as Lilligant, at least when used by in-game trainers. And hey, I'm going to be hitting you with super effective Avalanche. So I'm going to be going last anyway, so that kind of invalidates your Prankster. This thing might not even have Prankster, actually. That's part of the reason why they're not as annoying as in competitive play, where you can pretty much assume that every single Whimsicott will have Prankster. Oh, come on. Really? You see, normally Taunt will be really useful against a Whimsicott, unless he taunts you back. I love that message, foe insert name here can't use Taunt after the taunts. Always makes me laugh when that happens. Yeah, Prankster taunting other taunts. Yeah, Whimsicott can get pretty annoying. It's got a very wide move pool, and, Tortuga, eh? I know just what to do with you. Water Rock. You don't like grass very much, so... Come on, Mush Dude. Brine. That's interesting. Of course, that was a TM back in 4th gen, but I haven't really seen it very much in this game. It's not the best move, really. I guess it actually has some use on Super Fang Walrein, but that's pretty much the only thing. And of course, you have Sturdy, don't you? Wait a minute, wait. No, oh. You didn't have Sturdy. That means you had... Is Solid Rock your other one? Let me go check. Yes, indeed, Solid Rock is its other one, which means that got powered down and it's still one-shot at you. Solid Rock tends to not help very much with quad-effective moves. It can help in other situations, but anyway, I think Caracosta tends to prefer Sturdy for the, just Sturdy Shell Smash is always awesome, unless they have priority moves. And here we see that, yes, because the thing at the top of my party is level 27 exactly, level 27 wild Pokemon can still show up, and this would have been really useful earlier, because I could have got all those high-level wild Pokemon really easily if I'd known this. Fortunately, I did figure that trick out later, so yeah. I just put dealing at the front, so now no wild Pokemon are going to show up guaranteed, because nothing shows up higher than level 27 in here, sadly. And I believe that's all. Oh, look, we've already got a glimpse of our boss. Surprise, surprise, it's N. Back again. 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 This is number 4, isn't it? Alright. So, let's see if David can actually do something. This was a bit of a red herring. Most people thought that that was hinting at a Pokemon Grey version. Turned out, yeah, not the case. Then again, considering that N is considering that greyness a bad thing, then that's, I guess Pirate does have his dreams of illegally downloading every game in the world. And I guess I've got a dream of playing through most Pokemon games on no experience challenges. I'll start with this one though. And it's time for N again. And of course he's got his Team Plasma title now. Oh, Boldor. Oh wow, this is a reverse of the Damn the Dog Slayer situation I had a lot earlier on. Yeah, I think I pretty much know from experience that, the Rock and Roll line is really good at taking out the Lillipup line, so I'm not going to risk it. Of course, you're probably going to have Sturdy. Smack down the one physical rock move that has perfect accuracy. Too bad it's kind of weak. Yeah, we pretty much have to rely on... Ooh, nice one! And you're going to get all your health back. We pretty much have to rely on Stone Miss instead. I've had surprisingly good luck with, Again, N does make good points. Wow, you are getting outsped by a rock. That is sad. That is very, very sad. I've actually had surprisingly good luck lately in my competitive matches with Stone Edge, but probably shouldn't be saying that, otherwise, oh dear. Now, I know that my poison type neutralizes your bug being super effective, but I'm not going to be the best against you, so let's see what I've got. Electric Bug. I don't think I particularly have very much that's good against this thing, actually. The good thing is, though, I mean, it's mostly a special attacker and Bug Bite runs off physical, so, yeah, this thing's not going to be doing that much damage to me unless it has some freakish electric move, which it probably does. I believe... Do they get Electro Web now? Bug Bite's not too strong, as you'll be seeing. Actually, that did a lot more than I thought it would. Now, this could be risky. Yeah, I'm taking a big gamble with Ingrain here, but... Yeah, Ingrain, despite healing you every turn, it does prevent... And that healing, I believe, is increased with Big Root. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. I am taking a big gamble because it stops you from switching out. If you're a Flying type or a Levitator, it also kills your immunity to ground moves, which, I learned to my cost when I once baton passed Ingrain to an Agility Zapdos. This is not a baton pass chain team I had, and, well, yeah, I had Smeargle, baton passed Ingrain to Zapdos, and I got Earthquaked, and that was the end of my chain. That was when I learned the, additional effects of Ingrain, much to my cost. Generally speaking, the only Pokemon that naturally learns Ingrain that actually has to worry about losing its ground immunity is Carnivine, but since most people use Ingrain on Smeargle, Gastro Acid, that means my effect score is not going to go off if he's hit me. Yeah. There are much better alternatives than Gastro Acid most of the time. Generally best if you want to get rid of a hindering ability on a partner to just skill swap them or entrain them for a better ability. And against opponents, you can skill swap them or entrain them from a bad ability. Still, getting rid of the effects of your opponent's ability is always pretty useful. Now this, I definitely want to get... Oh crap, can I still... No, I can't switch, can I? Oh, I did not think this through. Like I said, Yeah, if I was playing on shift mode, I would be able to get out of that Ingrain, but I'm not, so, this is a problem, because I really can't do much to this Ferroseed at all. And... oh dear. Yeah, I can just only hope that I kill myself with Iron Barbs quickly enough, and you're gonna get a few free Iron Defense boosts, aren't you? Eesh, my only main special attacker is Water, and not really that great of a special attacker anyway. Well, actually, my only main special attackers are... yeah, despite this being double not very effective, it's probably going to be doing more after those iron defenses, so I'm going to have to use it. Yeah, that ingrain may not have been such a good idea. I'm now stuck in, and again, something that I really can't hurt at all. Yeah, most people actually use ingrain not for the healing, but for the immunity it gives you to Roar and Whirlwind. Mainly Baton Pass Chains use that aspect of ingrain. It doesn't see much use outside of Baton Pass Chains, because often locking yourself in is a very, very bad thing. As you can see right here. Yeah. What? How are you using that? You don't even have claws. I mean, I can understand why Alakazam can use Iron Tail. That's because its pre-evolved form had a tail. Same with Primeape, you know. Nanky has a tail, so obviously its pre-evolved form still learned it. But Metal Claw on a Ferroseed, if it was like Metal Spikes or something, I don't know. I guess you can claw people with spikes, but still. Weird. Very, very, very weird. Yeah, I just want to get this over with. Please KO me quickly so I can send in something that actually has a chance against you. Please don't get an attack boost though, that would be bad. Yeah, Ferroseeds are irritating. Yeah, Fauna's probably the best I've got, seeing as this thing is still weak to fighting. Yeah, the bait of Ferrothorns everywhere. Dive Kick! And you're gonna take that like a champ because of all those iron defenses that I oh so freely let you set up because I ingrained myself in. Yeah, that ingrain was stupid. I'm now really starting to regret it. Good thing about those iron defenses though is that I'm still getting damaged every turn, but if I somehow miss, I'm not going to be doing that much damage because, yeah, the damage you take from missing with jump kick or high jump kick is a direct proportion of how much damage your attack would have done. Which is why Blissey's using Protect against Jump Kick or High Jump Kick is always hilarious. And I had a feeling it got changed. Yeah, Generation 5 changed it so that Jump Kick and High Jump Kick, now when you miss, you lose half of your max HP. Normally, it was 1/8 of the damage you would have done if you'd hit with Jump Kick, and 1/2 the damage you would have done with High Jump Kick. Which is why missing a Blissey was pretty hilarious, because half of a Blissey's HP is generally enough to one-shot anything. Wow. I have nothing to say about that. And I just realized how badly N's team here is weak to fighting. And again, N uses all the Pokemon that we would have encountered in this cave, so... Oh, I was hoping for a 1-hit KO there. This could be... Oh, damn it. Okay, so that Scientist who used what's it called, didn't get a critical hit with that, and then you who doesn't use a die did. Interesting. I don't think Aqua Jet's going to be enough because these things have pretty decent defense, but they're not that fast. So yeah, N's pretty much the final exam boss of this cave in a way. Given that he uses all the different Pokemon that you encounter here in the wild that you've probably got sick of. So, yeah, you can't help but feel bad for N every time you beat him, really. He generally does want what's best for Pokemon. Oh, you again. So, you have run into me 3 times in this cave. And there's that... Have these guys met N before? I'm not sure they have. Oh wow, Bianca has super hearing. That's interesting. That's actually kind of interesting. Apparently in the anime, N was also disgusted by Ash's goal of becoming a Pokemon Master. Then again, anyone should be disgusted by Ash, but that's a different situation entirely. I love that. Yeah, that's an understatement. Oh, that's a really good reaction. Now, you see, I like this. Your opinion happens to be different from mine. That's perfectly understandable. So, I accept that, and I'm not going to try and challenge you. If more people thought like that, the internet would be such a better place. Unfortunately, the internet is full of elitist jerks. yeah. Less said about that the better. I've had some pretty bad experiences with online forums. That's why I tend to not go there a lot. So, yeah, the problem with N is he really doesn't have much of a grasp of how humans really think. He hasn't really been trained to understand humans, really, or even talk to them, so... Oh yeah, Bianca, you go deal with those swarms of really annoying wild Pokemon in this cave while I run to... Sweet, sweet freedom! Finally, after 3 entire videos dedicated to it, we are out of the cave. Fortunately, that's all there is between these two cities. We're over in Mistralton City with some pretty nice music, and it always tends to be raining when I first go into Mistralton City. I don't know why it's not this time, which is kind of strange. But anyway, gotta heal up after that, and... well, that's probably all I'll be doing in this part, but I guess I can just take a look at all the captures I got in the cave, talk to a few people in the Pokemon Center. This Pokemon Center's kind of interesting. Firstly, it has this guy, who I actually forgot about until I actually talked to him. The Hidden Power Checker. He can tell you the hidden power of one of your Pokemon. Let's see what Red Eyes is. Fighting. Annoyingly, he doesn't tell you the actual power of Hidden Power, so it's hard to tell whether it's actually worth it, but this guy can really help you narrow down your Pokemon's IVs if you're using an IV calculator. If you know what specific Hidden Power type you have... oh, by the way, the shops sell Ultra Balls now. Anyway, if you know what... and Hyper Potions. If you know what specific type of Hidden Power you have... they also sell Max Repels, but they're kind of a rip-off. Let's buy some more Super Repels. I do not want to have to go through that horror again. So yeah, if you can narrow down exactly what hidden power type you have, it makes it easier to determine what your IVs are exactly. It's always funny though when that guy tells you that, for example, your ghost type has hidden power ghost. That tends to happen rather frequently, yeah. Now the second person here at this Pokemon Center sells some quite interesting things. Welcome to the TM department. This guy sells TMs of all 4 weather moves. The problem here is that this generation is full of, yeah, auto weather setup abilities, so these aren't quite as useful as they normally would be. In this kind of challenge though, I definitely will want to buy some of them, because some of these weathers could be pretty useful against particular opponents. Yeah, so basically, yeah, with the advent of instant weather setup, these aren't as useful, but I guess Rain Dance is useful in environments where Swift Swim is banned with Drizzle. That was a weird ban. I can understand why they did it, but it's still, I just still find it weird just how specific a ban they did. Like, I'm starting to get the feeling that they should actually just ban Rain entirely, because they had to ban Keldeo because it was too good in Rain. Then, again, I get this feeling they probably should just ban Rain entirely, because, yeah, Rain is... oh, Bold Nature on that Ferroseed. Better defense, that's actually quite nice. Gentle on you. Oh, you do have Electro Web, that's cool. Lowers speed if anything it hits. Gastro Acid could actually be kind of useful. Unfortunately, Bug Bite, not so much. I can also teach this thing, I was about to call it Volt Turn, Volt Switch. And yeah, someone has pointed out that I was actually wrong about lowering special attack nature, really. Oh well, at least I've got Charge. I mean, Spark. There. Yeah, I was actually kind of wrong about Dynamo's moveset. It does get more than just Tackle, but those 4 moves are the only moves it ever learns. So, yeah, pretty useless in this challenge, because... then again, Clink may as well only learn 4 moves, because its move pool is absolutely atrocious. I believe it gets Volt Switch. Now, I'm going to put you in, and you might make a pretty good Eviolite tank. So, like I was saying, Dynamo is pretty worthless for a challenge like this because it's never going to get a chance to evolve, and it doesn't become good until it evolves, so yeah. And I'm giving you another hero medal for all the awesome stuff you've done, and I believe Avalanche deserves one too for, single-handedly saving my party from getting wiped at the hands of a Lilligant. I kind of want to put you in too, just for the moment. I don't know, just want to give you a chance to shine. Yeah, always good to give new Pokemon a chance to shine, but it's always sad to kind of get rid of my older ones. You do lose, in this challenge, you kind of lose out on being able to sort of... Let's see if we can teach a few things of TMs. Ooh, Thunder Wave. Oh, and Volt Switch. Volt Switch is pretty useful. I'm just going to go teach that. Although, you probably don't want to make Volt Switch your only... I may have made the stupid mistake here and got rid of Electro Web. I think I did. Yeah, this was stupid. Normally, it's not a good idea to have two moves of the same type on a Pokemon, but in this case, being forced to switch out every time you want to use a stab move is actually really, really restrictive. And I learned that the hard way later, so I really shouldn't have done that. Anyway, on Clink, I'm being smarter and at least keeping Charge Beam. The annoying thing about Charge Beam and Volt Switch, though, is they kind of contradict each other. You get special attack boost with Charge Beam, sure, and your Volt Switch, when you have to use it, will hit hard, but it will erase all of your special attack boosts because you're switching out. So, yeah, not that great of a combination, but still. Is there anything else my stuff can learn? Probably not that much. So... oh, Reflect. Let's see if anything can learn that. Most things can't. And nothing. Okay, I had a feeling Clink could learn it, but no. Actually, Clink doesn't learn anything. Yeah, seriously. Never assume Clink learned anything. And I've gone over my video, so I'll see you all next time for Miss Fralton City. We've still got a little bit to go before the next gym, though.